this next slide, I want you to look at this and immediately, what do you see? Chances are most of you are going to say, well, I see three black dots, look like there might be in a triangle type shape. Two are on the left side of the page. One is kind of in the middle, but more toward the right. However, the one that's on the right is somewhat in the center of the page, and right, so on and on and on. You're looking at that. Here's what I want you to see. I want you to see all of that white space that's there. And there's three little imperfections. That's your life. All of us, even the people that we think are the best of the best, they've got black dots. They've got imperfections. They've got challenges, things that they need to work on. But the difference is they tend to focus on, look at the whole white sheet of paper. Look at the 99% of that slide that's white, not the three negative imperfections. And conversely, what do? We tend to look at those imperfections and we dwell on them. And we say, look, I've got these imperfections in my life, and they tend to overwhelm all that white area. When in fact, once we get them out, like we just did in the last exercise, we find out that there's a lot of good stuff within us. That's where our mindset has to be. That's where I want you to start to work on. And unfortunately, we live in a day and an age where giving of compliments and people lifting each other up doesn't happen as much, does it? And that could be in our family. That could be in our neighbor and relationships that we have, that people that we care about and we love. But you know what? We haven't really said nice things to them in a long time. People at work that we respect, that we haven't really looked at the good side of things. And as we don't give those compliments, they don't give them back to us. So what happens is that our mindset is one that's in a negative world. And it's very easy for us to be more negative than it is to be positive because of the feedback that we get from those that are around us. That makes sense, right? So we're gonna take control of that. We're going to find another way to start to focus in on the white of the page, the vast majority, rather than those imperfections that are along the way. What I want you to do is I want you to take another 5 minutes and stop the video. And I want you to start working on a list of things about you that are awesome. And in this 5 minutes, I want you to come up with 50 items. And if you don't come up with them in 5 minutes, then put it aside, like bring it out later today before your head hits the pillow, and write down so you get to 50 items. That's a requirement. It's not 40-ish, it's 50. I want to know 50 things. I want you to realize the 50 things in your life. I'm a good mother. I love my children. I'm on time to work. I put my passion into what I do, regardless of the reward. I'm funny. I like being around other people. I like being around dogs and cats. When I do something, I do it with integrity. I have purpose. I commit. I have loyalty. When someone asks me to do projects, I'm going to be there for them. I'm going to get it done. Whatever that is, we're going to stop here in a second. And I want you to start writing